What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Love, Sex, and Society with Bridget, Angie, and Don. It's just me and Ange tonight. Bridget got the night off, but I hope you all hang through, enjoy the whole show, and let's have some fun with it. So,
Yes.
um, I wanted to talk about the 777 not rule,
Mm-hmm.
the relationship 777 routine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so basically, every 7 days you should go on a date.
Mm-hmm.
Every 7 weeks, you should take a long weekend or a long trip.
Mm-hmm.
And then every 7 months, you should go on a long vacation. Now, if you got kids, you should go on a long vacation without the kids. Leave them damn kids at home with somebody. Um, but the second the long weekend every 7 weeks. I encourage people to drive somewhere. Reason being, you can have conversations in the car. No one can run away from the conversation. Where you gonna go? The car's moving. You got to stay in the car and you got to endure the conversation and actually have
Mm-hmm.
a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Unless you're like me, because
you jumping
listen,
out of moving cars?
what? I'm gonna hit that road. Hold up. I'm gonna hit.
No, no, you cannot just get in the car and go to sleep. You cannot just get in the car and go to sleep.
Man. Yeah, all right.
Hey,
What?
yo, B, if you listening, every time she try to doze off, shake her ass and tell her get up.
Bro, this nigga, he is so sick right now. Oh my goodness.
Is he?
Yes, like fever and everything. I think he got the flu.
Damn, B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope you get better, man. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
no to the flu
Yeah,
business.
our guy's
No.
down for the count right now. Like in bed literally all day. Didn't play the game, nothing.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, he is sick.
Mhm. Yeah, my man sound bad. Sorry for cutting you off, but
Oh no, that's no. Get well, bro. Get well.
yeah.
Um, and when you go on the date every 7 days, phones away. No phones out.
Mm-hmm.
Put them phones away.
So you said every 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know that dating, going on a date every 7 days can get expensive. What do you consider a date?
So it doesn't have to be an expensive date. So you can go like me and Nisha will sometimes we'll have what's called a parking lot date. We'll go
Mm-hmm.
get some food, sit inside the parking lot inside the car, and just chill and eat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can take a drive, go to a free museum.
Mm-hmm.
It, anything that does not incorporate your normal day to day. And
Mm-hmm.
as long as you're doing that, it's a date. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't cost much. Now I know in the summertime it's a lot easier because there's a lot more free events going on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but you can go like if I'm not mistaken, the Smithsonian Museum is free.
Yeah,
Um,
all the DC museums are free, really. Most of
drive
them.
down there, go hit up the museum, go walk around, make fun of people together. You know,
Hmm.
anything like that.
Yeah. See, I was hoping you said that because I feel like guys sometimes really like get into their heads about dates, and they just think that, it has to be, I don't want to say lavish every time, but like it requires, like, out to eat and restaurant and things like that. I'm glad that you said, like things like parking lot dates and stuff like that, because I feel I feel like that's something that guys really tend to sometimes overthink. It doesn't have to be much. It doesn't have to be much. Coming from a girl in a relationship, it doesn't have to be much. I love parking lot dates, you know. Shoot. Take me to freaking take me to Dollar Tree and let me buy a bunch of candy and stuff. Shoot, that's a date for
Yeah,
me.
it's just spending time together. And I used to get in my head like that. I used to think,
Mm-hmm.
well, I can't afford to take you on a date this week. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's in between pay periods. My money kind of low, and I never thought
Mm-hmm.
you can go to what's that Panda? What is it? Panda Express. Pick up some
Mm-hmm.
food, sit in the car, and just
Mm-hmm.
chill and talk. Walk around
Right.
the mall. You ain't got to buy nothing at the
Right.
mall. Just walk around the mall, hang out together.
Mm-hmm.
So once I got out of my head with that, it made things a lot easier
Mm-hmm.
because I was gung ho on the if we gotta go on a date, we gotta go to Ruth Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. Raw
Don't
sushi. You ain't gotta do that.
don't
You ain't got.
don't.
You ain't gotta spend 150, $200. You could spend a couple of dollars, $30 on a meal.
Yep.
Sit in the car, walk
Go
around
to
the
the grocery
mall,
store. Get
go to
her
the
some
food court.
$15 flowers. You
Done deal.
know. Yeah. It's
But
simple, guys.
but
Simple.
it's good to hear a woman say that to guys. Hey, y'all are overthinking things. Hey, y'all are in your head. Hey, y'all are thinking I can't take on a date. I didn't get paid this week.
Mm-hmm.
None of those things matter. It's the spending time together away from
Mm-hmm.
your ordinary everyday, away from the
Mm-hmm.
house. So a date is not we gonna sit in the house and watch TV. You do that every damn night. That's not a date.
Right.
Um, it's get out the house, go do something. Doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be all day. Just do something, hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that every 7 months though, that trip's important.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very important trip. Do something that you have not both done together. Now, even if one person's done it and the other person hasn't, that's cool. But if you've both been there together, don't go to the same place again. Go
Mm-hmm.
someplace different. Experience something new. I'm big on this out the country trip right now. Like every chance I get, I'm on something flying and I'm out the country.
Yeah.
Um, I'm loving it. Like, and I didn't have an opportunity to do that before. So now that I get to do it,
Mm-hmm.
it's like every chance I get, I'm sitting there going, okay, so what resort we going to next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just pick some place and let's go. We do our research, we look up the reviews,
Yeah.
TikTok and YouTube.
Heavy on
Yo,
TikTok.
they will tell you
Mm-hmm.
everything you need to know before you get there. What
Exactly.
clothes
All
you
the
need
good
to
spots and all
wear.
that.
Hell yeah. So I don't think that we as black people, especially, we don't take a lot of vacations. We'll do a lot of staycations.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I'm gonna take vacation for a week and I'm gonna sit around the house and clean up. No, don't waste your vacation time. Clean up every weekend. Get that shit out the way on the weekends. Your vacation
Yeah.
should be relaxation.
Yeah. I always find it so crazy when people say, "Oh, I got 70 hours of PTO." I'm like,
Right,
what are you holding on to it for?
right. They don't reimburse you for that shit.
They
Just
don't. They
you
don't.
better take
You
you
better
better take
use it or
that shit.
lose it.
Right.
Like, what are you
Shit.
sitting on it for? Go do something. Go take a trip or something. Like that's what me. That's what me and Brandon talk about all the time because y'all know he worked for Southwest. So we always are talking about like that we need to actually like use his benefits.
Mm-hmm.
We really ain't been nowhere in about 2 years, and it's like we can really just go wherever we want, basically whenever we want, really. And we just, man, when I say we've been bluffing,
I had a
thank you so
I had a
much.
homegirl of mine who used to work for I want to say it was American Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
And even though they didn't have the money to take long trips all the time, they fly out for the weekend somewhere, come back. I mean, she gets the benefits of it. Why not? Most expensive part of a trip is usually the plane ticket.
Exactly. Me and I want to go I want to go somewhere for lunch.
Yeah, yeah.
Just for lunch
See?
and just fly back.
Facebook that shit. Make everybody jealous. Yeah, we flew down to Atlanta for lunch and we came back. Motherfuckers be like, who the fuck you think you are? Just flying out for lunch. I know this
Yeah,
dude
that's
who
a good idea.
my manager at my one of my old jobs, one of the dudes she dealt with, and I say one because she had multiple. As a
Oh,
matter of fact, we named them by the cars. But he would fly in from Detroit to Louisville, Kentucky, have lunch with her, and
mhm.
fly the hell back out. And
Oh,
I'm like, yo, dude got paper. I'm saying when you can
gotta
just
have
fly
it.
in for lunch, that's paper.
Right.
But
Ah,
you can do things, especially when they be having those like $49 deals or whatever, and you could just jump on a
yeah.
plane and just dip out real quick and dip back. It don't have to be
Yeah.
nothing long and drawn out. You don't have to go to Miami every time. You don't have to be in California all the time, but you can pick a little
Yeah. It
area or
doesn't
take a
always have to be
train ride.
expensive.
Take a
I've
train ride.
always wanted to go on a train ride. I've
Yo,
always wanted to. I don't
chill.
know where I'm gonna go. I don't know where we go, but just I don't know. Just be on there, eat, look at the
Yo, it's a
sights.
chill. Yup.
Oh,
Just the countryside and riding the train. My dad used to work for Amtrak. We used to be on the
mm-hmm.
train. I used to ride down his route was down to St. Petersburg, I think, Florida. And we would ride down there. He'd get his rest. We get back on the train, come back. But I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Walking through the
that's how it
train.
was with my that's how it was with my grandfather growing up. My grandfather was a truck driver.
Mm,
And my grandparents raised me. So him being a truck driver, Lord, I can't even count how many times I've been back and forth from Baltimore to New York. Like
mm,
just back and forth, Baltimore to New York, Baltimore to New York, Baltimore to New York. And or Virginia or Delaware or just anything on the East Coast, just driving in that big old truck, sitting in between
mm-hmm.
him and my grandmother, just
Just
just enjoying
chilling.
it. Hmm.
But that's the same to see things like that we got to enjoy as kids, we miss out on now when we adults. We think we can't do it.
Yeah.
Nah, you can jump in the car,
You
drive
don't
down
have
to VA, or you
mhm.
know what I'm saying? Go to VA for the weekend. Go to VA
Yeah.
for the day.
We always complaining about time and money and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to say like, oh, it's gonna come back, but I mean, if you have a job,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna come back. And I mean, life is short. Life is too
Yep.
short to not enjoy the world while you're still on it. Like,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
extremely, extremely too short. Experience things, people, go places, fall in love, write a book,
Yeah.
something.
Do things all over again. Date all over again. Fall in love all over again. Remember
Yeah,
why you decided to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
we take that shit for granted. Oh, we've been together for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? He's here, I'm here, No,
Yeah.
fall in love all over again. You know what I'm saying? Remember those conversations that you used to have on the phone. Um, I've read one time where this couple would sit back to back and talk to each other so that they weren't
Hmm.
looking at each other, but they would
Hmm.
experience like when they were dating and they were on the phone all the time. So they would sit back to
Yeah,
back, not look at each other, and just have a
that's
conversation.
cute. That's cute. Me and Brandon will be together 7 years next month.
Wow. Wow. Good times. Good times. And
Yes,
still
super
doing it.
duper good
So
times.
y'all doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things are
Yes,
working out.
we gotta be. I just know that I feel like it's a mutual understanding that whatever happens, we're gonna work through it. I don't want to say whatever
Mhm.
happens because if he cheat on me, I'm going to jail. So ain't no relationship after that.
That man ain't
But
cheating.
I'm just saying, I know he not. I know he not. I know he isn't. But I'm just saying, yeah, I'm going to jail. But yeah, it's just a mutual understanding that we want to be together for the rest of our lives. So yeah, that's why we're still together. And I love him so much.
And as long as you know what I'm saying, you're willing to work through um the bumps. I won't even say the rough patches, just the bumps that
Yeah.
happen. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen, but as long as you're willing to work through it, and walk through it together,
Hmm.
that's half the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the, most people break up or separate or get divorced because when those bumps were happening, they either tried to
Hmm.
ignore them, like they wasn't happening,
Yeah.
um, or they just bailed out quickly.
Mhm.
They're just like, you know what? This looks like my last relationship right now. I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. Nah, you gotta sit down and have conversations about things and work through them.
Especially the hard stuff. Especially the hard stuff. If you don't get
Yeah.
through if you don't have conversations about the hard stuff, that stuff bottles up
Mm-hmm.
and it just blows up at the ultimate worst moments.
Yep.
And then since you ain't never talked about them, you don't even know how to handle it then.
Yeah. Because you've never had the conversation. You've never prepared yourself for the things that are getting ready to happen.
Mhm.
And you can't do that because once it bottles up, it's going to explode. When it
Yeah,
explodes, it's
absolutely.
too late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely too late once and you can, most people don't realize, but you can see something circling the drain before it happens, but you ignore it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
like, I'm not gonna, I don't want to cause an argument today, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. And it
Mhm.
circles. Yeah, she stayed out with her girlfriends till 4 a.m, but you know what? She had fun. I don't want to argue. I'm not gonna say nothing. It
Mhm.
circles.
Right.
But it's that distance that you're creating with each other.
Mhm.
You're doing it for a reason. And typically is the reason is you don't want to be around each other. So you're creating more distance and creating more distance. And eventually
Mhm.
you wake up and you're apart. If you remove those barriers and remove that distance,
Mhm.
I had somebody tell me, oh, I think, you know what I'm saying, time apart is a good thing. I said, okay, that's what you think. You know what I heard? You should go out and have sex with other women because I
Oh
think we should spend
Lord.
time apart. You know what I'm saying? So she said one thing, I heard
That's
another.
far fetched. That's a little far
You know what I'm
fetched,
saying? She was like,
sir.
we need time apart. I heard you need to go have sex with other women. See how that works out?
Now, when you say time apart, do you mean like oh, I need space, like we need to take a break, or like oh, me and my homegirls going to New York, so I'll be gone
Yeah,
for 3 days.
yeah. But it was constantly. It wasn't like once or
Oh,
twice or every now and then. It was like, oh, this weekend I'm gonna hang out with the girls, and then next weekend I'm gonna hang out with the girls. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? This weekend I'm gonna hang out with the girls too. So
so what she? Oh, so she's dating.
nah, she was just hanging out with the girls. I was dating. You can't put too much. I know people say, "Oh, was it distance makes the heart grow fonder?"
Heart girl founder, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not too much
nonsense.
distance. Not a little
Yeah, not
bit.
too
A
much.
little bit. Not too much. Not too much.
If
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 Brandon's
you
gone
go
for
out
a
with your
couple
girls this
days,
weekend, and I go out with my boys this weekend, and when we come back to the house, we like, damn, I miss you. Been away from you all day. That's
yeah,
distance.
that's the kind of
That's the kind of
absence that
distance.
makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah,
No,
that's what it
you
is.
leaving
Absence
and
make the
just
heart go
being
fonder.
always
Yeah.
gone. That's gonna make me hate you.
Right. If you going out with the girls every weekend and I'm going out with the guys every weekend, then we should probably be
When
single
are we
because
going out
all we
together?
doing, right. We really just cohabiting in the house, and then on the
Gross.
weekends we single. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, let's go out
No, that's
together.
not gonna go.
And
Not
that's
for me
why
at least.
I'm a real big believer in couples hanging out with couples
Yeah.
because having those single friends, I know it sounds like a great idea, and sometimes they are just a blast to be around. But y'all
Yeah.
got different agendas. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like your single friends, they trying to get unsingle. You trying to remain in your relationship. Different
Exactly.
agendas. different.
Yeah.
They they go out and find 3 or 4 people a weekend. You like, I need to be at home with mines.
Yeah.
So y'all agendas are different. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good to have single friends, but keep them at arm's length. Couple
Yeah. I
friends
love
in
my
a
little
couple.
couple. I love my little couple friends. We call ourselves because all of our significant others work for Southwest, and
Mm.
BWI is the airport. So we call ourselves the Real Housewives of BWI.
Y'all
That's the
wrong for
name of
that.
our group chat. Yeah, that's the name of our group chat. And we all hang out together, and our boyfriends and husband, because when I was married, they're all best friends, and we do have not, I don't want to say we do everything together, but we do a lot together. And I love that I've gained like those relationships and stuff.
Mhm.
It's just fun just hanging out with just other couples and just being grown. I don't know.
Yeah. When you hang out with other couples, it builds you up. Or at
Yeah.
least it should. You know, it should build you up.
Yeah.
What is it? Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? Like you should
It
be
does
able
teach me a
to.
lot.
Hell yeah, because sometimes you be thinking, oh, we going through this major thing, and they're like, nah, girl, you tripping. That's not major at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
But if you're around your single friends, you're like, oh, I'm going through this major thing, and they're like, girl, you should just leave them.
They're like, fuck that.
Fuck that. Mm-hmm. Let's go out to the club next weekend. Let's show him. Nah.
Exactly. Let's go out. Let's go shake ass. All that.
Mm-hmm. Girl,
Yeah.
put on your fuck 'em dress and let's go out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Now, do I still hang out with my single friends? Yes. We have outings.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have outings. And when I go out with my single, one thing I know that I have to prepare myself when I go out with my single friends, I'm gonna be outside.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I do have to mentally prepare myself for the constant rejection because no,
Mm-hmm.
no, sorry, no, I can't. No,
Yep.
thank you.
Nope.
No,
Mm-mm.
you
Gotta
know,
block
the
them. Nope.
constant no's all
Mm-mm.
night.
Nope. Nope.
Exactly. The
Yep.
nope,
That's
all
it.
night, which is fine. Which is why my I keep my lock screen all the way bright, and it's a picture of me, and Brandon. So then it's just like I just hold it, and it's just like a anti-magnet
Yeah, there you go.
because they just
Blocking
know.
people away.
Mm-hmm.
They walk up to
Mm-hmm.
you. Hey, how you doing? Nope. See this right here? See right there? Mm-mm.
Right.
Can't
Mm-hmm.
help you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It works every time. Works like a charm. Works like a charm.
Because
Yeah.
your single friends are gonna attract single men's, and
Yeah.
like
No,
now,
I don't need that.
I have some. Well, no, those are my couple friends. I was about to say I got some good friends they're kind of block. I have one friend who I don't think would let me do anything just because he knows how good my life is, and I think he would really. He would make a really big deal out of it to me. He wouldn't go as far as like to tell my wife or nothing like that, but he would make such a big deal out of it if I was to try something, like it would be uncomfortable for me. Or either
Yeah.
that or he has no problem with going, hey, so your wife, what's she doing tonight? And he'll
Mm-hmm.
do it in
Mm-hmm.
earshot of everybody. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? This guy,
Yep.
he married. You know what I'm saying? He
Yep.
if you gonna
That's
look
exactly
at me because he married. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how Brandon's friends are. Like, even I got my nails done on Saturday, and Brandon took me because I had a nice little fun night on Friday. So
Mm.
I was still feeling it when it was time for me to go to my appointment. So he dropped me to my appointment, and his best friend actually lived like 5 minutes down the street. So I call him when it's time for him to come pick me up and stuff. And his his friend grabbed the phone like, "Oh, what's up, Angie?" Da, 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 all the stuff. And I'm like, "Darren, did you?" I'm like, because I'm just joking with him like, "Darren, what y'all got bitches over there?" And he like, "Man, I'd never bring no bitches around Brandon. All my homeboys, Brandon would be the one. I'm not bringing bitches around." So that's reassuring.
Yeah,
That's
it's good to
definitely it's
have those
definitely
kind of friends around
reassuring.
you.
Definitely reassuring. And my friends, don't even get me started on my family, has already told me if I ever do anything to hurt this man, that it'll be a severe problem,
Yeah, because they
a
know, you know what I'm
very,
saying, you
very
got
severe
somebody good
problem.
and y'all are working well together. So why do anything to mess that up? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I'm not.
Why do anything to mess that up? That's when you can see what you have and it's working out. And even when you have those bumps, you can still sit there and go, you know what, we might have a bump today, but
Mhm.
for the last 7 years, it's been a smooth road. Let's deal
Mhm.
with this bump right now and let's dispense it, because why would you want to not be with somebody who's doing good for you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's bringing out the best in you, you're bringing out the best in him. That's called a building couple. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Definitely don't want to
That's a
lose
building
that.
couple. Nah,
Definitely
you don't
don't.
want to lose that. I'm looking for both y'all. Y'all try to lose that. I'm looking for y'all asses. Get y'all asses back over here
Look
and work
for
this
me
shit
because
out.
I'm going to be crying in someone's fucking gutter. So come
That
look for
man ain't
me.
going nowhere.
You're going to find me it. And I'm going to turn into it because I'm going to be crying in somebody's gutter.
That man ain't going nowhere.
He better not.
So right now we got happiness. It's a good segue into that. Let's talk about
Yes. Oh, it is.
happiness.
It is a good segue into happiness. So,
Let's talk about that.
do you believe happiness is a privilege or a choice?
Happiness is a choice. Um, because there's a lot of people who actually choose not to be happy. They will take
Mm-hmm.
any situation and make it the most unhappy situation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can definitely choose to be unhappy. Um, and I think a lot of times when we try to find happiness outside of ourselves, that's the first bad choice that we're going to make.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the Cal said a choice. You have to choose happiness, because there's no right to be happy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just because you were born, every day you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
You gotta make that choice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really actively make that choice to find that joy in your life.
Yeah.
Just like we were just talking about, like the things you and Brandon do, hang out, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Y'all are choosing happiness. There's a lot of couples that choose to be unhappy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what they're doing, no matter how good things could possibly be, they
Mm-hmm.
will choose the most unhappiest moment of that day and they will harbor on it.
So, but okay, so what do you think about it with like mental health? Like, like people that suffer with anxiety, or, people that suffer with depression and things like that. Like, do you believe that those people have a choice to be happy?
So they still do, in a sense. So like anxiety, there's anxiety medications. You can choose not to take your medication,
Mhm.
or you can choose to take your medication because you know your medication is going to level you out. Or you
Now,
can go ahead.
now you brought up medication, I have a sub question. Do you
Mhm.
think that being able to have medication is a privilege or a choice?
That's a privilege, because not everybody can afford it. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody has the job to
Yeah,
have the
I
health
agree.
insurance to be able to afford it. So that's actually a privilege.
Yeah.
Um, but like I know a lot of people who would put themselves in situations that they
Mm-hmm.
knew would make them anxious. It
Mm-hmm.
would it's normally going to build up their anxiety. Um, I know a girl who went to worked at the same job with her, hated her job. But
Yeah.
you're actively choosing to go to that job every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's coming to your house, picking you up, and bringing you to that job. So if you're having anxiety attacks because of the job, find a new job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's not easy in today's day, but you can find a job. It may not be the same job or the same level of job, but if your mental health is important to you, you gotta weigh money over mental health.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes I, how can I say this? I
Like I
mean,
know you
so
gotta.
so what you gonna do in the meantime?
So you have to find those coping mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? And no, that's not easy. And I don't want to act like I know because I've never had anxiety issues. So I'm speaking definitely speaking out of turn when it comes to how to deal with anxiety. And I can make it seem like it's the easiest thing in the world because for me it is because I don't have anxiety issues. But for somebody who's actually going through it, I've seen people have anxiety attacks, and it's not a pretty sight. You know what I'm saying? It's actually really rough. When you can't control your breathing, your heart rate is all over the place, you're shaking.
Mhm.
You can't even find the words to describe what you're going through. That's huge, and I've never had to
Yeah,
go through it. So for anybody who out there who suffers from anxiety, who deals with anxiety, I'm not trying to tell you all that it's easy because I don't know.
it's not Dawn. It's hard. Hard. It's so hard. It's not easy at all.
but but like for example, like you spoke about in the past, like you've done therapy or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
um and doing those things, you're taking your happiness into your own hands. You're saying, you know what, I can't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I need a professional to help me through this. So at that point you're making a choice to find your happy place, to find your
Mm-hmm.
something that's going to help you be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody has that privilege, though. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has a job that offers health insurance like that.
Yeah.
Some people are just good. It's barely good enough to be able to go to the doctor, let alone a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a privilege, and I think it's a privilege that we take for granted all too often because Black people are the least going to a therapist
There.
people on this damn
Yeah.
planet. We will
Yeah.
make up every excuse, um, and we will try to self-medicate with drugs and alcohol
Yep.
instead of just saying, I can't do this alone. I need someone who has insight from the outside looking in to help me through this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so that's a different situation because yeah, I can definitely say, hey, do you know what? Just go see a therapist. Some
Like
people
I
can't even put
wish.
groceries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some people can't put
Yeah.
groceries on their table.
Yeah. I definitely think that happiness can be a choice and can be a privilege. I feel like, if you aren't suffering from, any mental health issues or anything, and you just, I don't know, just can't find like the happiness in things, then I feel like, that should come with a lot of self-reflection
Hmm.
and a lot of trying to figure out, why you can't find the happiness in things and stuff like that. And I feel like people really, I feel like sometimes people really don't understand that you really can just do what you want.
Yeah, yeah, I
Like you
agree.
really can do what you want. And by you doing what you want, you should be able to, I don't know, I guess you should be able to find some type of joy in that. But like, I really feel like if people just did what they wanted, then I don't know, I guess it would be more of a choice to be happy. But what's my next question?
Like it when I was The last time I went to therapy,
Mm-hmm.
I lost every bit of happiness. But I
Yeah.
made a choice to lose that happiness because I knew the situation that I was in was causing me to be unhappy, to be
Mm-hmm.
angry all the time. And because I felt like I can hold on to this, I can make it better, I can fix this,
Mm-hmm.
it was like I was ignoring the fact that how much damage it was doing to my mental health. Um, so when I finally went to therapy, like the therapist, um, little old Chinese lady, um, she was just like, "You are being your worst enemy right now.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what anybody else is doing to you, or saying to you, or how they're behaving towards you, by you staying in that situation and not walking away, you're hurting yourself."
Mm-hmm.
And even listening to her say that to me, it never registered like it's time for you to move on. It was like, I'm listening to her, and listening to her is gonna fix me, but I'm staying in the same situation. As opposed
Yeah,
to
that's not gonna work.
I'm listening to her and I need to do what she's telling me to do. I'm like, okay, I'm in therapy. Therapy should fix me. I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
change my situation because therapy is gonna fix me. But
Mm-hmm.
I needed to change my situation. I definitely needed to remove myself from that situation. And once I did, when I tell you the day, it felt like all of the weight of the world got lifted off my shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Because
Um,
you did what you wanted to do.
exactly. I made that move. And when I tell you I did everything that I could possibly do to make that move. I took out loans. Um, I made sure that I had everything I was going to need to have. I wasn't going to have to take anything extra with me. My clothes and the things that I can call my own. I didn't argue, fuss, fight about anything else in the house. You can have all that shit. I'm good. Bought my TVs. I'm good. Couches. I'm good. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, but like you said, I had the choice to do what I wanted to do. I could have stayed where I was at,
Mm-hmm.
or get the hell up, move on, and start taking care of my own mental health.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that was
definitely.
huge.
What was I about to say? Something that I was thinking about was like when it comes to like the media and promoting people to be happy and things like that. I feel like they're always, telling people that they should be happy and promoting people to, work on their mental health and things like that, but not even really telling people how to do it, or setting people up in a way to do it, or even making it accessible to a lot of people. Like, they're always telling people to be happy, but then therapy sessions are like, I can't even imagine how much a therapy session would cost if you have to pay for it out of pocket and you don't have any insurance.
Yeah, it's expensive. I think it's like $150 an hour,
Like,
something like that.
that's an hour for $150.
And you got to do that
Like,
weekly.
exactly. And you try and do that weekly, that's what? That's $600 a month.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
had that's not that's like, stuff like that isn't reasonable. And you can't even, and you don't get medication from a therapist. You have to see a
Mm-mm.
different person to get
You got to see a
medication. You have
psychiatrist.
to see
Yeah.
a psychiatrist to get the medication. So, with that being a physician that's prescribing medication, like,
It's
I
gonna be
can
more.
only that's even more. Like, I know of regular
Hmm.
doctors when the doctor's office that I used to work at, just a consult, just an evaluation is like over $200.
Wow. Wow.
Just an evaluation, not even to get any kind of testing done, just to have a conversation with that man is over $200.
And think about this for a second. Think about the person who's working at, let's say, Walmart or McDonald's. If they got health insurance, I guess now they gotta have health insurance, but it ain't gonna cover that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the bare minimum health insurance. They barely making enough money to keep food on their own table. They don't have the money
Exactly.
for all that extra stuff. So when sometimes when you deal with people, you got to understand they don't have the same privileges
Mm-hmm.
that you have. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
may their rough day and your rough day might be totally different. Your rough day is um yeah, I've been dealing with these things, but I'm gonna see my therapist this weekend, I'm good, or I'm gonna see my therapist tonight, I'm good. Their rough day is I don't know how to get through. And
Mm-hmm.
I have nobody that I can talk to about it
Mm-hmm.
that can actually help me with my situation. So
Exactly. To help. And that's what I feel like people that honestly that's why and I'm very happy that I have the privilege to be able to go to therapy, because that's why I started going to therapy. It's like I got tired of just talking about my problem.
mhm.
Like I can talk to my homegirls about my problem all day,
But they got problems too.
and they just it's okay, Angie, you'll get through it. Like
Hmm.
I appreciate that and I love y'all so much for that, but that is not helping me.
Right. I mean, it
It's
helps
not
the
helping me get through
moment.
the
It it,
yeah.
it helps you in a
It's
sense because you have
comforting.
somebody to talk. Yeah, comforting.
It's
That's what I was
comforting.
looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's comforting, but it's not solving my situation. I need my
Mhm.
situation solved. I don't need comfort right now. I need help.
Yeah. And having that person who is looking at it from a clear eye, no
Mhm.
emotions in it. They got no skin in the game.
Mhm.
That's the best thing for you is when somebody can talk to you from a standpoint of, okay, this is how I hear what you're saying to me.
Mhm.
And then they start talking to you.
Yep, that's literally I when I my therapist says that to me all the time. So, she always when I tell her stories, she likes to recap them back to me the way
Mm-hmm.
that she heard the way that she's hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that really helps me navigate through situations and stuff like that. So I do believe that I am very, very privileged to be able to go to therapy. So if you do happen to have insurance, if you have insurance through the state,
Mm-hmm.
you can go to therapy. Don't think that just because it's state insurance that you can't, that it is bare minimum insurance. You can go to therapy on state insurance and it most likely will be free.
Yeah. You'll pay nothing out of pocket. If I'm not mistaken, November is Men's Mental Health Month. If I'm not mistaken, now that we're speaking about this, um, got black men, black men. Stop being scared of therapy. Stop being
Please.
scared of doctors.
Oh
Period.
my gosh, please. Please. I want my boyfriend to go to therapy so bad. Not that he crazy or anything, not that he has, mental health issues or anything to work out, but we all got traumas.
Yeah, and
We
we
all got
all have
traumas.
things that we're either trying to bottle up, we're trying to push back in our minds,
Mhm.
and the longer you hold on to it, the longer you bottle it up and push it back. And trust me,
Mhm.
I'm speaking from experience. The longer you hold on to it, the longer you try to push it down and think I
Mhm.
can deal with this myself, is the worse it's getting. And the worst thing that can happen to you is you explode because when you explode, you're not going to explode on the people who you mad at. You're going to explode on the people closest to you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So all black men, I know we don't like doctors. We definitely don't like therapists. Take the time out, see a
Please.
therapist. You don't have to go into the office anymore. They do it over the phone or over video chat. So you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home.
Nope. I've been in
But
therapy for 2 years and I've never gone to an office. I even have them on my lunch break sometimes.
hmm
You
yeah,
know?
my old therapist, I used to hit her up when it wasn't my therapy session, like, yo, can I just get 15 minutes? Because I gotta talk this through. I gotta talk
Yeah.
this through. And if
Mhm.
she had it, she'd give it to me.
My therapist actually, which is so funny, my therapist texted me over the weekend. She went to a
Mm,
museum. She went to a museum and she saw a painting. and the painting had a quote on it, and it basically was a quote that was along the lines of "You're never too much."
Mm, mm.
And she said that it made her think about me, and I was like, for real.
But that's when you
So
have
it
a connection with your therapist. Like,
yeah, yeah, it
you know
made
what
me
I'm
feel
saying?
so good. It made me feel so good. I was like, "Oh, she thinking about me. She cares. Good, because I care. I want my mental health to be great.
And
Great."
we we dodge, Lord, we dodge therapy because we think if we go to therapy, that means something's wrong with me.
Mhm.
No, it just means that you're dealing with something and you need to have an outside influence talking to you,
Yeah.
and talking you through it. Um, there's nothing wrong with therapy.
Yeah.
I've had to I've gone to therapy about 3 times in my life, different situations
Mhm.
caused me to go to therapy, but I'm definitely after the first time. The first time I was like, you know what, this is not really helping. I don't really care too much for what this person's saying. But when I got older and I went to therapy,
Mhm.
everything that I think it was a male therapist. Everything he said to me, I was like, damn.
Mhm.
And what is it if you can't say amen, you say ouch.
Mhm.
When somebody's telling you that you're fucking up and you're the problem, you're like, okay, well maybe it's me.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to fix some things about myself. Self reflection. You talk about self reflection a lot. Like I've heard you use that on the show a lot of times, and a lot of people don't self reflect. They
Mhm.
think nothing's wrong with me. Everybody else has the problem. Nah, sometimes you're the problem. I'm saying
Yeah.
sometimes you are the problem. So having somebody walk you through that and
Especially
talk
if
you
you
through
keep
that,
having the problem,
the same problem over and
usually
over and over again.
if there's a common denominator,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. But seriously, black men, and honestly men in general, like, please do not be afraid of therapy. You can only hear "keep your head up, bro" so
So
many
wrong.
times. Like, Nisha, you funny. I hear you laughing. Like, you can only hear "you got this, Brody" so
Mm-hmm.
many times. Like, you need to be able to work through your problems. Like, especially if you have kids. Like, how you gonna help your kids if you can't help yourself?
Right. Right.
When your son come to you, you gonna look at him and be like, "Keep
Mm.
your head up, Brody.
Keep your
You
head up,
got this,
bro.
Brody.
You got this.
You got this." Like, no, they're gonna want help. They're gonna want advice. They're gonna want tools and tips to be able to navigate through life. They can't do that if you are shitting yourself through life too.
Mm-hmm. And what was it?
We
A
have to be
football
better for
player?
the next generation. That's why we need to get in therapy. We need to be better for the next generation. We got to stop we have to end these generational curses. And
And
I
that's a big one.
100% believe it starts with mental health.
Yeah, that mental health. Because think about our parents and our grandparents, right?
Mhm.
What was their biggest thing? Whatever problems going on in the house, you don't take that outside the house. You talk about it right here. So they didn't do therapy because they
Exactly,
felt
no.
like they couldn't talk about the household stuff outside the household, and
Mhm.
that snowballed and it
Mhm.
snowballed. So now you're talking about 3 generations later, we're trying to fix something that we didn't even cause. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
we're trying to fix things that we didn't create.
Exactly.
Things
Trying to
from
have meaningful conversations with your elders and being told that you're talking back. Like, no, I'm just
yeah,
trying to speak with you.
right. I'm just trying to tell you how I feel.
Exactly. But that's something that was never really talked about.
Mm-mm.
You couldn't have feelings back in those, you couldn't have feelings.
No, back in the days, it was like fuck your feelings. You take your ass in
Right.
the room. Your
You're a
feelings are not
child. You have no
important. You're a
feelings.
child. Yes. Your feelings are not important.
Heavy
Shut up and
on
go
you're
sit
a
down.
child, you have no feelings. I hate that, bro. Oh my God. When I say I
Mm-hmm.
hate that so much, oh my God, I feel like that is the worst thing that you could probably say to a child, that you have that you know that they don't have any feelings. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't say
And
that to your
that was my
children.
household growing up. Like,
It was
man
mine
up. You ain't
too.
got no feelings. Man up.
It was mine too. Mine was that I wasn't. Mine was that I was not old enough to have feelings. I haven't experienced enough to have feelings. I don't have bills, so I shouldn't have feelings.
What you crying for? Why you crying? Get them tears out your
Exactly.
eyes.
Because I'm sad. My friends are
Right.
being mean to me. It's life. What?
Right. It's small to you, but it's big to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
I remember I broke up with a girl.
Exactly.
I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was probably like 12, 13 years old. Broke up with this girl. Came home crying. My father was like, "What the fuck wrong with you?" Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. He said, "Yo, get the fuck out of here with that shit." that girl's not important. It's important to
Like she
me.
was right. She is. She is right now.
She was
Like, do you
important to
not see
me.
me? Uh
Who I'm
the
supposed to
things
share my
that we
potato
have to
chips
go
with now?
through.
You know what I'm saying? Can't even share my potato chips with nobody now.
The things that we went through as a child, it's a mess.
Yep.
But I 100% do feel like, with this generation, I feel like with there being so many outlets
Mm-hmm.
for therapy now, and majority of it being virtual and
Yeah.
stuff like that, we are going to start breaking a lot of those generational curses and things like that. And okay, now this is kind of off topic. This is kind of way off topic. But something that I was thinking about the other day, that okay, so it deals with the topic, but then it's also off topic. So, because I was thinking, like, a lot of our generation are going to therapy. A lot of that therapy is leading a lot of that therapy is leading to, a lot of realizations,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people realizing that they have toxic family.
Yeah.
And in the realization of them, realizing that they have toxic family, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna cut my family off."
Yeah.
So, in them cutting their families off, they're going out, creating their own families and things like that. This is the point. I'm getting to the point. Listen, there are going to be I believe that people are going to start changing their names
Mm.
and stuff like that. I feel like, how they have like the baby boomers and stuff like that. I feel like we're going to be a generation that has, I feel like my generation will like completely change the era of names.
Mm. That's interesting. If my sons my daughters try to change their name, I'm gonna mess them up, and we're gonna change that back. That name stays with you. Well, my daughters, they're
Because
gonna change their name.
I know so many people who have, you know, either gotten married and made their own. You can get married and make your own last name.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of that. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I mean, they're not taking neither one of their names. They're just
I feel like
creating their own.
in like 100 years, ain't gonna be no Smiths, ain't gonna be no Williams, ain't gonna be no Johnsons. There won't. There won't. It's gonna be Spirit Love Child and Harmony Blue. You know, January Sunrise. Like, people's last name's gonna be Sunrise. You know, I feel like
And the
that's what it's
crazy,
gonna be.
but you're right, because for one, people are finding their own meaning to their names. Like, they're creating
Yes.
names with their own meaning. So
Yes.
you're right.
They coming. Ain't gonna be, the history book's gonna look real different in 100 years. I'm telling you.
You're right. Because I forgot who was telling me that they got married and they didn't want to take either of the names, so they created their own family name. And I was like, you can do that? Like, I was like, that's wild. I knew you could do it for a child, because when a child's born, they don't have a name. You know what I'm saying? Blank slate. I knew you could do
Yeah.
it for a child, but I didn't know that two adults could be like, you know what, we're gonna get married, and our family name is gonna be Windmill. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I'm
yeah,
telling
that's
you,
just
there's gonna
crazy.
be a lot of
Because
crazy
when you write
names coming out of the
when you
woodworks.
writing it down on the marriage license, like, you're
It's what it
basically
is.
telling them what you want to be called. So yeah.
And then especially with, like, you know, I don't want to call it an epidemic, because they've always been around, but like trans people and gay people and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that getting married and stuff like that, when they transition and things like changing your name. Ain't gonna be no Truesdales. Dawn, you froze. It's just me. Come back.
Come on.
So, audience, what does happiness look like for you? That's what I'd like to know. Dawn, what does happiness look like for you? For me,
being able to do what I want when I want. Everything is just
okay.
I'm still with y'all.
You fix you. I'm gonna tell mine. I think, well, for me, happiness looks like peace. Happiness looks like, me being able to control my emotions and my thoughts in my head. Happiness looks like stability. Love, being loved, being able to be loved, being able to give love. That's happiness for me.
Yeah, for me, it's being able to, one, have somebody that I can express myself to. That's huge. If I'm going through something, or I have something on my mind, I can say it. Being able to do things when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they say money don't bring happiness. Yeah, but it's a good way to help it out.
Right. It's not gonna make me sad.
Bridget said, enjoying life. Hey, Bridge.
Hey, Bridge.
But just for so long, I considered my happiness being able to do things for other people. And it's like, no, my happiness now is just being able to do things for myself or with my significant other. It's just, I think when you, especially being a parent, you go through so long of my job, my function, my primary purpose is to make sure my kids are good. All my kids are grown now, so now I get to make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
And like, my daughter will see me doing things, like she'll see me, my oldest daughter, she'll see me traveling or doing things, and she'll be like, I love that for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the fact that you're able to kind of do for yourself and enjoy yourself and go where you want to go. And me and her had a conversation. I won't go in deep into it. But when she expressed to me that all through her life watching me as she was growing up, I was present but not available because I had to work. And she was like, now is your time to experience things for you. Like she's one of my only children. Like if she calls me and asks for money, she'll be like, Dad, I'll pay you right back. I'll get it right back to you on Friday. And sometimes I'll be like, nah, you're not. I'm saying, like, I'm good. I'm still dad. You know what I'm saying? But
like we're gonna try. We're gonna try to send it back.
Yeah. I like to try to send it back. Like she will put herself deeper in just trying to make sure she gets it back. So I'm like, nah, you good. Nah, I'm still dad. I still, you know what I'm saying, even though y'all grown now, every now and then I can still come through in a clutch.
My father gave me $20 the other day.
See, you're never too old. You know what I'm saying? But and I had a young lady tell me the other day, like I guess I'll call her a young lady. I won't. She's a young lady. We'll call her that. She asked me, she was like, as a parent, because she's not a parent. So her dad wants to, she has to replace all of her appliances in the house. And she asked me, should she let her dad help her out? And I was like, yeah, because
absolutely.
He still wants to be needed in your life. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, well, I want to go ahead and put it on credit because I need to build up my revolving credit. And she was like, so, I said, so here's what you do. Have him pay half and you put the other half on your revolving credit. You still get what you want to do, but your dad still gets the satisfaction of being able to help you out and feeling needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I forgot. I think somebody asked me about that. Like, why do it might have been Bridget that asked on one of the shows, why do male parents push their children to be independent, but female parents want to keep being there for their child? I said, because they want to be, female parents want to be needed. Male parents want you to be off on your own so they can go do their own shit now. So they want you to be independent and not codependent. But both of them kind of work for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that once you become an adult, you should have some level of independence.
Yeah.
But don't forget that your parents still want to feel needed. They still want to feel like it's important that they're a part of your life. So do both.
And as a parent, ain't nothing wrong with it. As a parent, as a child, there should be nothing wrong with asking your parents for help.
Absolutely. Now my sons, on the other hand, they ain't got no problem with it. And they don't never, not one time, I'm gonna pay you back on Friday, Dad. Not one time. They're like, yo, you got $50. Hard stop on that conversation. It's not. It's not.
Don't
like
send that through Pops. Thanks.
Right. It's not like, can I borrow 50 and I get it back? It's like, do you have $50 for me? Hard stop. That's it.
Just period.
When should I expect that in my Cash App?
I was going to say, you going Cash App or Apple Pay? Which one? Send it to me.
When can I expect it? This is a good show, Ange. I like that. It's Men's Mental Health Month, so please do yourself a favor, self-reflect, and if you see that there's issues that you need help with, don't be scared of therapy, and don't be scared of fucking doctors, yo. I've heard of more men that I grew up with that's dropping like flies because men don't want to take themselves to the doctor. I know you're supposed to get an annual physical. I'm in that doctor's office at least every 6 months. Yo, just want you to check me out. I'm saying, check everything good. And she'd be like, I just saw you. Yeah, well, you seeing me again because I pay for insurance. So since I pay for insurance, I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna use it.
I ain't about to tap out early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can even get a physical from urgent care, fellas. You don't have to make
I
a
didn't know
doctor's
that.
appointment. Yeah, you can walk into an urgent care and get a whole physical. You do not have to go to a doctor's appointment.
Ain't that about nothing? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go to the urgent care. You can go to urgent care, get your vaccines, all that. Flu shots,
Now I knew
COVID
about
shots,
the
all of that
vaccine.
stuff.
I didn't know about
Yeah.
the physical though, because my
Yeah.
doctor be
Yep.
like, "I'll see you next month," and I'd be like, "No, I need you to see me this month." You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned this month. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. If
I
your
don't wanna
doctor
wait.
is too booked out, go to urgent care.
Y'all hear that, fellas? Urgent care, and you in and out. If you
Yeah.
go to the right urgent care, you in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go to the urgent care in the boonies. Ain't nobody gonna be there.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Also,
go.
you know something I also learned? And where you gonna go there and you can do everything that they do with urgent care and you're not gonna wait. CVS Minute Clinic.
Yeah.
I went to the CVS Minute Clinic the other day. I was in and out. Nobody was there. Mind you, and I went right after work. It was 5 o'clock. Was they in line for the pharmacy? Yes. Not for the Minute Clinic, though. The Minute Clinic was empty. Whole
Yeah, I've gone there
doctor.
for my
Whole
vaccines. Yeah, I've
doctor.
gotten.
Like MD.
Mm-hmm.
CVS Minute Clinic. Don't sleep, people. Don't sleep on your health.
Yeah. I got, like I said, way too many friends have dropped off, and I'm sitting there looking like, damn, another one, damn.
Right.
One
Getting
of
on
my
Facebook
close
saying
friends,
RIP. Tired of it.
yeah, one of my close friends, he went to the doctor on a whim and found out that he had a brain bleed. Now, lucky he's still alive, but had he not just felt like, you know what, I think I need to get a physical, as most black men don't do, he would have missed that. And a brain bleed is a silent killer because you don't know that you're going through it. You taking Tylenol because you got a little headache, and you're like, all right, well, you're just a headache. I'll take a Tylenol. Nah, if I have too many headaches in a month, yeah, I'm going. Hey, doc, let's push me into that machine. Take a picture of the brain. Let me know what's going on in there. So
don't sleep on your health, people.
Ladies,
men and women, don't sleep on your health.
Women will go to the doctor for the smallest thing. I will give it up to women. A woman can be like, my nail has been hurting for 3 days. I'm gonna go to the doctor and get checked out.
Yeah.
Men will be like, I'm just gonna wrap that up with some ice and I'm gonna call it a day. No, women will go to the doctor, and that's why women live longer. That's why women live longer.
And don't think just because even you know, my peers, the people in their 30s and stuff like that, don't think just because, you know, we young that, you know, it's all good. I'm 32, and when I was 31, I had a what was it? I had a blood clot in my lung. And it was a side effect of my birth control.
Wow.
You know, so, you know, don't sleep on your health. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Because that thing could have traveled. It could have traveled to my brain and I could have died.
Yeah, or your heart. Either one.
Could have traveled to my heart. I could have died.
Hell, when I was in my 20s, there was this young lady that was probably a couple of years younger than me, had a blood clot in her leg and didn't know it. And she had some pain in her leg, but it was nothing major. And my manager told her, you need to go to the doctor and get that checked out. She had a blood clot in her leg. Had that traveled, it'd have been a wrap.
Yeah.
So take care of your health, people, mental and physical. But always tune into us because we'll help you out wherever we can.
We're not therapists, but I'm in therapy, so I'm here to share my tips and tricks.
That's right. Until next Wednesday, you people stay safe and be cool. And it's all love. Peace, folks.